Jesus fucking Christ.
You can to Danielle. I am just wine. Got a second bottle.
No, full seduction.
I can't linger. Mike is out getting. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.
Dinner party?
Who else?
This was my grandfather's office.
Your family was in.
He raised me.
When was the last time you saw him? I mean,
Research and
no. There was a.
The episode opens with Alice Bragger's character, Amanda, looking worn out and dozing off on top of the blankets in her and Jason 2's bed. She wakes up to a call from Velocity, and although we can't hear what's on the other end, it's obvious that the very needless murder of alternate Daniela has scared her. When Leighton, Deo Okanii visits original Jason, who is imprisoned at the institution, he feels the same energy. Leighton is concerned when Jason inquires as to whether he sent Dawn to Daniela's residence. Despite his best efforts to seem composed, it is obvious that cold-blooded murder was not part of the plan.
Later. Bye.
Jason 2, back in Oringal Jason's world, also appears tense. A webcam he set up to view the box in this world is being continuously watched by him while he mercilessly continues to steal original Jason's life by seducing original Daniela and shocking her by blithely ordering a second bottle of costly wine on the dinner date. Does he fear that someone will come seeking for him? However, when he learns that there will be a dinner party at the house the next night, he quickly realizes that he has more pressing issues.
To me, no.
One that will feature the closest friends of the original Jason and Daniela, whom Jason 2 has never met and is unaware of.
Super great.
Leighton receives a visit from Chicago police detective Jamie Mason, Kate Eastman at Velocity Labs.
You know what happens if
Mason has taken over the missing persons investigations involving Velocity Labs staff members.
Maybe super.
Leighton plays it cool, a cagey type. Velocity's future is being steered by the attractive grandson of the company's founder, who also reared him. Detective Mason doesn't believe him and questions him over the disappearance of Blair Kaplan, an employee who went missing a few months prior to Jason Dessen. He is informed by Detective Mason that Jason has lately made an appearance at Daniela's art display as well as the hospital. He pretends to be surprised and lies 3 times as much in an attempt to ignore her. However, Dr. Amanda Lucas, another employee of Velocity with whom Jason Dessen had a love relationship, is the person Detective Mason wishes to talk with. Following the interview, Leighton and Amanda quarrel in a control room. Jason is afraid that if the police piece together the events at Velocity Labs, the billions he invested in creating the box will be lost, and he and Amanda will end themselves behind bars. Amanda is more worried about the number of missing persons that keeps rising. She tells that there are 4 individuals missing from Velocity, including Blair Kaplan and Jason 2, and that they are now investigating a murder as well. These 2 supervisors are stressing out because everything is falling apart so rapidly. Original Jason must give them an explanation for why he is the only box pilot to have returned. Fortunately for them, he appears to have changed his mind and is open to communication. Original Jason asks his companions what they were working on and why it would be murderous to keep it a secret. At least now, he appears to be considering the possibility that his recollections of his previous life are not genuine. Leighton takes him to see the box, which is housed in a safe hangar. Original Jason is in awe of the gadget that he had only imagined creating, and he and Leighton discuss the technology. The box blocks all interference within the chamber by using some form of active shielding. A person who experiences this isolation can enter quantum superpositions and see many realms that diverge from all of their prior decisions. A terrified Amanda follows Leighton as he plays the footage of Jason 2 sprinting into the box. It's obvious that she doesn't want him to go. The footage of his return and the medical team flying into the hangar with the gurney we saw in episode 1 is then shown to him by Leighton. Jason 2 is still throwing money about in the world of original Jason, purchasing a costly skateboard deck for Charlie, Oaks Fegley this time around. In addition, he's still studying for the upcoming dinner party and badgering Charlie for trivia about his pals. He finds out that one of the party goers is Blair Kaplan while searching the visitor's social media accounts for information. She is one of the box pilots that vanished in Jason 2's world, but in this one, she is Daniela's friend. This party is becoming increasingly involved. It appears that original Jason's understanding of the issue is compromised by the deluge of data. In a vulnerable moment, he says he's starting to think that maybe he's Jason too after all, and that the quantum experience has changed his mind. Amanda, a gifted psychologist, realizes that original Jason is actually not the Jason who entered the box 14 months prior, thus she is not at all
What if there was a
relieved.
world where here?
During the dreaded dinner gathering, while Daniela is finishing up a beef Wellington, Jason too is getting ready for the party by taking notes on each attendee using his iPhone Notes app. Sorry, Apple. As soon as the celebration begins, Jason too strikes up a discussion with Blair Kaplan from This Reality, and things don't go well. She becomes aware as Jason too awkwardly restates the essential details of her existence. Up until Ryan arrives, he gets along a little better with some of the other visitors. At Velocity Labs, Amanda and the other half of the staff watch from outside the windows as Leighton grills original Jason once again in the strange fishbowl interrogation chamber. The situation has become worse. It appears like Leighton is now certain that the Jason seated in front of him is, in reality, a fake. A scenario that becomes even more sinister when foxy alternate Ryan is shoved forward by frightful Dawn, suggesting that Velocity is now privy to all information. Since original Jason's information gathering game is now ended, he strikes Leighton mercilessly until he is taken off. When Jason 2 gets his final test, he is almost halfway through supper with his friends. He answers a question that the original Daniela asks him directly, and he does so flawlessly. His preparation has shown results. As scenes alternate between the two worlds, the destinies of both Jasons start to diverge once more. While Dawn beats and almost kills original Jason toasts sentimentally to his friends, who are now ecstatic about this new Jason. Particularly original Daniela, who seemed ecstatic at her husband's rejuvenation after the party. We return to Velocity Labs after a brief scene in the previous world as Jason 2 solidifies his hold over previous Daniela. Having had enough, Amanda lets go of original Jason and lets him escape his jail. When they attempt to flee via the elevator, they are quickly found out. Thus, the facility has just one exit, and it is designed like a box. Dawn and her companions follow original Jason and Amanda inside the hangar during the ensuing chase. With the menacing Dawn pursuing him, the two barely manage to get inside. Late at night, a victorious Jason 2 is still educating himself about his new existence in the basement office nook of original Jason. While going through the family's important documents kept in a metal box, he sees some honestly bizarre film that Charlie shot of the family playing the game Clue. What? He grins upon seeing Charlie's social security card and birth certificate. He now has this boy, the one he never had. Original Jason and Amanda awaken from their lavender sleep back in the box. They appear to have cleared up any uncertainty over the device's operation because they are now in a different area. The chilly, grey square of the box with its one entrance has become an apparently never-ending hallway of the same doors.